Stagnation, crypto warriors, welcome to the channel. Happy Monday!
How you gonna start the show clearing your throat like an African man?
Because okay, I have a confession. Our audio is raggedy as heck this morning.
Oh man.
So just right off the bat, man, please help us troubleshoot this audio. Let us know if you can hear us clearly. But we just have one person right now. Let me bring the music to a halt because ultimately this music is part of why we're having problems. Okay, well, let's jump into this thing, man. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Let's see who is joining us in the chats and so on and so forth.
I think everybody's busy watching their
They're probably they're watching their bank accounts to see what is about to happen.
and the investments. Like, yo, man, I think I'll pay attention to what's gonna happen to my bank account this morning.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, have no fear. Okay.
You know what's so funny?
What
On a
is meant to be
Sunday
will be.
night, on
Yeah.
a Sunday night, Jerome Powell and what's her name?
Who?
Secretary Ellen, whatever her name
Janet
was.
Helen.
Janet Ellen
Mhm.
had to come out to calm people down. Sunday night.
Well, in the one of those videos that we did, we said one of the guys in that video said if we have to get to a point where you have to come and offer a reassuring statement,
Yep.
it's already too far,
Yep.
and that probably lead to more panicking.
Yep.
So I feel like anything that these people do is just going to keep leading to the unraveling of the system as we know.
Oh my God.
It's a scam, and they cannot keep it up. It is what it is. Okay, we are here for all of it. So today, obviously, we're going to be talking about the banking system. As you can see from the title, the banking system has led to war before.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, pause. Let's roll back because El Debnam El is in the chat and he actually just said something that I would like to touch on. We cannot ignore it, okay? We need to acknowledge it for sure. Okay. El Debnam, hang on, Ram. He said Bitcoin is at 28K. Sure is, sir. We've been stalking it this whole time. Let me see. Do I still have my Bitcoin charts up?
You should bring it back up.
Let's see here. Let me whip that up. Let's take a quick look at that before we roll into today's topic. Is that good?
Yep, let's do that.
All right. Sounds good. How is your Bitcoin portfolio situation looking?
So of course I have my Bitcoin holding auto situation.
Right.
And then I have the ones that I'm trying to use to raise money for expenses. I'm up about 28%.
28%.
Yeah.
Look at that guy go. It sounds to me, sir, like you're doing better than what is the bank that just failed?
Credit Suisse.
Credit Suisse, SVB, all of those guys. Because it seems like they put their money in bonds, which was not even outperforming the market, or at least outperforming inflation.
Talking about bonds, we've always had this big issue with bonds ever since we've been on public. There's this guy on there that just talks about like bonds are the greatest thing ever, and now you see what damage they cause in the economy.
Listen, so people just listen to Kramer and just repeat what he says. Some
Yep.
people listen to Dave Ramsey and repeat what he says. It's fine. It's also a strategy.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, and as El Demnam El pointed out, man, I think let's just take this moment to just browse. Look at what is happening here on the Bitcoin chart.
Oof.
Currently trading at $28,247.
That's a bullish flag.
I'm pretty sure Peter Schiff will love that.
Oh yeah.
Looking at this, looking at the Fibonacci extension here, okay, we have crossed all the major levels of resistance. As a matter of fact, we are put through symmetry, which is that it's 1.0 symmetry. Right? That's where it ends.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is right at $29,308.
Hey.
If it should break above that, okay, there is no doubt. We're going to see 34,292 thereabout. Plus minus, okay. Give it, you could.
I like the buy candles. By the way, can you give us a 1 hour chart to see if we have a double top?
Candles.
Yeah,
let's check this out. Then.
That's a lot of buy candles. People are accumulating like crazy right now.
How do you look at that, sir?
Yeah, that's a double top, man. We need to cross this current stage.
Oh, the double top.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, I mean, look at that. Even on the 1 hour chart, I think that there is promise for at least 28,806. Yep. I mean, it bounced off.
Yep.
Listen.
Bounced off 0, which is good.
I'll put it this way: we're going to see 29K this week.
Possible 30.
Likely, 29, 30. Give it some room over. There we go. But
Back to the topic.
let's get back to the topic at hand. L, man. Champion.
Bigger crypto
Straight
in his
man. Hey,
house.
BK Crypto.
Boom.
Did you reply to BK Crypto?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I replied to you too, bro. Shoot us. I did not send an address though, so send an
I
address
sent
for
the
us.
address
Okay,
and everything.
cool.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, BK Crypto, man. I appreciate you, brother. Saw the stuff that you had going there. If for anyone watching,
We are going to be talking about his content
yeah, we'll
very
talk
soon.
about BK Crypto sent
Next
us some
show,
stuff.
we got you.
We'll share with you guys.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let me read this short excerpt here because we find ourselves currently in a very curious situation. What's that?
We have to give him the introduction.
Oh, please carry on. Go ahead. I like jumping ahead of myself, man. Go ahead.
Welcome back, everybody. Quick question. In this episode, we explore the history of banking and its role in causing the American Revolutionary War.
Yes.
We then examine the current banking situation and the potential consequences for the society. Could the current state of banking lead to another war? Again, could the current state of banking lead to another war? Join us today as we talk about this fascinating topic.
Mm, 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 mm. You sound like you should have your own podcast, man. I mean,
Nah.
look at you. Look at how you ready. If you listen to back in the days, was it NPR?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those guys over at NPR, they had that soothing voice. When you listen to them read stuff, it was just amazing. I love it.
Guys, that's what we're talking about today,
Hey,
man.
absolutely incredible. This has definitely happened before.
Yep.
It's actually stuff that I was not really very aware of.
Mm.
But as you know, we're always learning and we're sharing everything we're learning with everyone here.
Yep.
So I'm going to read this quote here. This was some apparently from Thomas Jefferson, was it?
Yeah, I love that guy, but he had a lot of slaves, though.
Okay. Let me just read the thing. Let's move on, bro. I'm not going to touch on that.
All right. Hey, it's a fact.
It's the banking system, the system of banking we have, both equally and over reprobated. What does that even mean?
Ever reprobate. Ever reprobate.
Ever reprobated.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
English.
I think it's too early for me to be trying to clip this type of words this morning. I contemplate it as a blot left in all our constitutions, which, if not covered, will end in their destruction, which is already hit by the gamblers in corruption and is sweeping away in its progress the fortress and the morals of our citizens. Funding, I consider as limited, rightfully, to a redemption of the debt which the lives of a generation coming equally. Oh, wait, I think I skipped the whole line there. The lives of a majority of the generation contracting it. What is he talking about here?
It's telling us that America has a lot of debt. So right from the founding days,
Yes.
all right, for us to even fight the war, we needed to borrow money from France.
Mm,
So we already started the creation of America in debt.
right.
So what it was saying at the time is that we're accumulating debt and transferring that payment, that back payment, to future generations, which was concerning to him at the time.
Okay. So he also goes on to say every generation coming equally by the laws of the creator of the world to the free possession of the earth he made for their substance. That is powerful.
You like that sentence?
I like that sentence. Okay. Unencumbered by the predecessors, who like them were but tenants for life. Tenants on this earth, man. And I sincerely believe with you that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. Oh my God. And the principle of spending money to be paid by prosperity under the name of funding is but swindling futurity on a large scale. These guys were like from such a very old time.
They read a lot of books though,
And a
so
lot
I
of
think
things
that
that
helped them out.
yeah, a lot of things that they said as well still ring true today. It's just incredible to me. It's very similar to how if you look at the OGs, the cypherpunks from back in the day, the beginning of times of Bitcoin, a lot of things they said about Bitcoin are happening now.
Yep.
I find that very interesting that people have always been this smart, but we currently live in a time where everyone wants to act confused.
No, they want to take snippets from TikTok. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Quick snippets. So we like to you're gonna see the banks and the government trying to solve the problem, but a lot of time they are patching the hole in the basket. Right here is the origin of America's problem with banking.
Yeah.
We knew from day one that allowing the banks to take over governance, take over government is going to be an issue. And when we look at today, we have failed at stopping the government from taking over. As a matter of fact, they are the government. The banks is not the government. And in the name of saying we want to scale, we want to fund big government, we want to fund wars, right?
Right.
Printing money, expanding the economy, overtaking loans or printing money or borrowing money from the Federal Reserve.
Well, okay, borrow money that is printed. Speaking of printing money, they recently printed some more money last week. Was it what?
Yeah.
300? Was it 30 or
I
300
think
million?
I think they've gone
Somewhere
to unlimited printing now. As a matter of fact, they just linked up with
there?
Europe, which they initially fought war with,
Yeah.
and all these other banks around the world to be able to transfer money to backfill one another. So it's like infinity bankroll.
Yeah. Well, listen, sounds like Bitcoin is going to zero based on that.
Yep,
Let's read some comments and then push on here because we have
it's
another
going to zero.
we have another quote. Right. We have over said El Demnam in the house, man. He says Bitcoin is up, of course. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, champion? How you feeling? Uh Bigger crypto in the house, of course, right? And we have El Demnam says, can't wait to my new ledger hardware. The hardware ledger. That's a big move right there, sir. I'm happy for you.
Hold your own value.
Not your keys, not your coins, man.
Yes.
Move it over to a ledger. Run a node if you can. It's
Yep.
absolutely incredible.
Yep.
If you need assistance with a node, hit me up.
Hit us
It's
up.
a tricky thing to run. Trying to study it all the time. I'm breaking the node all the time, trying to fix it as well, and just reading as much as I can. So where I can help, I'm down for it. Just shoot us a message on Twitter.
We can do a session on how to set up your node if you guys are interested.
I'm not ready for that yet. Okay. All right. But actually, on a basic level, for sure,
Yeah.
we definitely can do
Yeah.
that. Right. And let's see, we have oh, Demnam El. We appreciate it, champion, man.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. We try to make everyone's morning better as well, man. Says better than mainstream media. I think that is a strong compliment, sir. To tell me that I am better than who is this guy?
Kramer.
Kramer.
Sell your Bitcoin.
No, who's the black guy on CNN?
um, CNN.
Yes, the black guy on CNN will switch, bro. Like that man, like
I don't even know his name,
okay.
man.
Well, let's push
There's
on.
a soda guy.
Let's push on, bro. Let's
Yeah.
push on because that is not going to be anywhere good. Here's another quote I like to share. I would like to read and get your take on it. Double. It says, "If the American people
Mm.
ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, then by deflation, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of all their property until their children wake up homeless on a continent conquered by their fathers.
Mm.
I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties and than standing armies." Right? So you get to hear where it is coming from. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I would argue that Bitcoin is
It's the people's money. Bitcoin is the people's money.
over time. I think from if anything, from all the history I've studied,
Mhm.
right? Over time, it seems to me that people have always decided what money is going to be. People have always decided what value is to them. This is why there was trade by barter to
Mm.
begin with, right?
Mhm.
I find this book valuable, right? Or you find this book valuable,
Mhm.
but I find that the pen you have is more valuable to me, so we can
Sure,
exchange.
yep.
There are obviously inconveniences with trading these physical goods, right? And over time, we have gone through various iterations that has made money more and more sophisticated and convenient.
Mhm.
That exchange of value has been
Mhm.
simplified over time. And we're just now at a point where we're in a digital age. And I think that digital money, Bitcoin, I get it. CBDCs is also another option.
Mhm.
But I think Bitcoin is doing exactly what we read here,
Mhm.
giving people back the power of their money.
Mm.
Your thoughts?
So this quote that you just said here
Yeah.
came from Monticello, a beautiful place in West Virginia. If you haven't been there, I won't talk
Is it
about.
a vine field?
Oh, beautiful man! I tell you, it's
Is it a vine
Vinefield.
field?
Yeah, it's a Vinefield.
It really is,
They
right?
have an old museum
I
and
was totally
everything.
guessing just by the name, dude.
It is. It
Yeah, there
is.
we go. Okay.
But the history of the place does kill my heart though, because my spirit wasn't feeling the pain that the slaves went
Oh, I
through.
was just gonna say you felt slavery there, but
I felt it. I'm telling you, I felt it, guys. No, this one is different, man.
nah,
I
that's
walked in that building. I was
good.
like, man, my forefathers were here, man. This was painful. But to the topic though, if the American people ever allow private banks, again, this is like on the point. Like, no, it's not playing around.
Right.
Just remember, the Revolutionary War that America had was because of the banking situation. And what we had here, actually, that's another article that we have coming up on Twitter that talks about how the Revolutionary War got started. What we have here is
Mm,
Thomas Jefferson warning us ahead of time, letting us know that the banking system was going to give us some major problems. You've already seen the World Economic Forum talking about, oh, you're going to own nothing and you'll be happy. This is exactly what it was warning us against many centuries ago. And guess what? It's happening right now in the what 2023, 2022. Name it.
yeah,
It's
we're
going on
here.
right now.
Yeah,
To make matters worse, the people are accepting it. And that is why we're doing this show, guys. We're trying to educate you guys about what real money is and what the banks have been doing to the government. As a matter of fact, the banks are no longer doing it to the government. The governments are now the banks, and the banks are doing it to the people.
absolutely incredible.
Yep.
I would say so. Well, let's check out some comments here, and we'll push on. Let us, guys. Jeez, messing that one up, guys. Let us know in the comment, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know in the comments what you think of this ideas here. We're connecting the dots, man.
Hmm.
And if you ask me, unless I'm dreaming, it seems to me that we are living through a lot of these things that were predicted by true intellects, man, from back in the day, because nobody knows what these people are here today. The level of intellectual dishonesty is beyond me. There is no faith in CNN anymore. There's no faith in mainstream media as a whole.
They're gonna lie to you that
And
the reason
so,
why we have inflation was social media.
yeah, it feels like it's everyone for themselves out here, but it is what it is. So, OWML says right before you guys show, I was on the phone with my bank.
Oh snap! Where my money?
Dun dun
Oh snap!
dun.
You said where's my money?
They're giving me hell about an overdraft fee.
Oh snap!
Yo, I love this. This is amazing. Listen, man. Tell them that you need the overdraft fee back plus interest. Okay. Tell them that they cannot. They need to return the overdraft fee, and every day that they go without giving you back your overdraft fee, you're charging interest. You should call them every day about it, man. Give them hell.
Oh, banking and fees.
Oh man, absolutely incredible. So this week is going to be interesting. This is very true. Apparently, there's over 100 and something banks at risk of.
186 banks at
Okay.
risk of whatever happened to Credit Suisse. But they're already making plans of backfilling them, printing more money and all that good stuff, moving the goalposts.
Right.
It's funny how when it happens to small and middle America, it's okay,
Hmm.
but then when it happens to top
To the
America,
big guys, yeah.
oh no, we gotta change the goalpost.
Well, we're actually going to be doing a video about this again
Yep.
because the first video we recorded, dude, we did. But
We did we did we
how
did
many hours
9
of
videos
recording
this
yesterday?
weekend
Yeah, and
and
none
no
of them,
audio.
no audio. So,
So we gotta redo all the videos, man.
man,
You
this
guys
thing is
gonna have to stand by for those.
exactly. So, Crypto Society says he was looking into getting a Raspberry Pi. You
Hmm.
should 100% do it. If you get it and you need help setting it up, let me know. Is Raspberry Pi, external hard drive. You need an SD card,
SD card.
and then from there you can just flash on something like Umbra onto the device, connected to the Wi-Fi. You probably need to learn some basic Linux commands to be able to connect to the Raspberry Pi and just set a static IP, things like that. But
Mhm.
again, shoot us a message. I'm down to help. Um, let's see, what other comments do we have here? We have Bigger Crypto says TJ Holmes. Who is that?
TJ Holmes is the guy on CNN. Thanks
Mm,
for reminding us that.
that's the person I was talking.
Yeah,
Done something on CNN.
yeah.
Let me tell you, when you talk about people switching, that guy was a true black guy. If you look at CNN, okay, and you just roll back 5 years, he was on there talking about
They have to soften them up, man. It's only a
Racial
matter.
matters,
Nah,
talking about
man.
pull up your pants, respect yourself. And then you fast forward and it's like, what happened to this man?
You try to join them to try to make a difference, but then you realize that you're also conforming into the old situation.
Man, whatever they did to that guy, man, we're praying for him. His soul has been taken and he's not coming back anytime soon. Banks here in the Caribbean are watching what's occurring in the States and worldwide and trying to put out messages regarding the difference in American banking compared to how they operate
Nah, all banks are the same,
there.
guys.
I mean,
No difference.
bankers are bankers, man. They're
Can
not
we
our friends.
can we pull up what caused the Revolutionary War real quick?
What caused the Revolutionary War?
The Twitter.
Yeah, wrong page. That's going to be a complication. Just give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Hang on. Ooh, we'll have to split that page first. But carry
Okay.
on.
Yep. So yeah, like we were saying, it's right there.
Yeah, I got you.
Um, to follow up with what, let's just go ahead and talk about the comments while you solving that right there real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So BK Crypto said the banking system in the Caribbean is crazy. Yes, that's a fact. Banking system everywhere. So banks are set up to take your money because that's the definition of banks from day one. It's supposed to be a
To
safe
hold your
net.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, to hold your money. But they did a pretty good job convincing the citizens to say that your money is safe with them. As a matter of
Boom.
fact,
We're in there.
they were
Carry on.
saving your gold initially before they changed to IOU.
Right.
But it was very difficult for them to carry the gold around. It was very difficult for them to have a better way to transact the gold across multiple or several locations. So what they did was they converted that to paper currency to say, hey, you have X amount of gold in the bank, then you get a paper currency, which is an IOU,
Right.
which you now use for your exchange. What happened eventually was that they were holding on to your gold and now taking loans or giving out loans based on your gold for their own profits. So banking have changed over time. But long story short, banks charge a lot of fees for them to exist. Bank is a money making system. It's not for you, but for them.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we're running out of time here. We're actually over time.
Yeah.
But I've pulled up this page which you wanted to check out here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I think this page
What is going on here?
yeah, so what we have here is like the title said, what caused the Revolutionary War? What happened here was that the previous page before this, if you can go back one time,
Mm-mm.
the United States went over to Europe at the time, to
Mm.
London at the time, and they were asking, "Hey, how are you guys so successful? You guys are growing well. Things are going great. Please tell us what's going on. How are you guys able to make money?"
Right.
And the big guy opens up his mouth and says, "Oh, by the way, we just creating our own currency, and then we use that for our transactions." And then they were like, "Wait a second, that's interesting. That's what you do? All right." The next year, they turn around and say, "Oh, you know what? You are not allowed to create your own currencies anymore. You now have to use our own currencies, and you have to pay us taxes
Mm.
on whatever monies you make." And that's how the Americans were like, wait a second, we're over here busting out, tell y'all want to take free money, which is kind of what everybody's doing right now.
It is what it
We're
is.
kicking our butt, but the governments just want to take money left and right and taxes left and right.
Exactly.
And that was what kickstarted the Revolutionary War. So the question now is, as Americans are waking up to what the banks are doing to their money, to what the governments are doing to their money, are they going to get into this digital war, peaceful war, by adopting Bitcoin? That's the good
Mm.
question.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think anyone knows what happens. You know, it's new money, man, and everything that is unfolding is the first time that we're all experiencing it together,
Yep.
and we're learning it. So, where are we? 9:24 here. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up, since we're way over time. We'll
Yep.
take two more comments before we roll out here, right? So let's see here. Make it for our audio. I was about to say, I hope the audio is on point this time, sir.
It's still jacked up, man. You should have seen
Listen,
what
man,
happened this weekend.
the devil of audio is in the house, man. I don't know why they will not leave us alone, but give us time. We'll be there. All right. LWML says the overdraft money can go towards some Bitcoin. See why it's important to be your own man. Facts of life, sir. Facts of life. All right. So I don't think Americans are waking up yet. Unfortunately, I have to agree with you,
Too much
Kalifai.
fraud.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think so.
Double O. Let's wrap this one up, and before we expend more time than we are allowed here. Hmm?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us. It means a lot. Please subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the Gentlemen of Crypto channel. We are Stack on YouTube here. Stack Fin on Twitter. Stack Fin on what is it called again? Zuckerberg's platform, Facebook. Okay.
Instagram has banned us.
Instagram has banned us,
What's
man.
all
Those
right?
clowns. It's okay. Follow us on Spotify as well as Stack. And until next time, man, you guys have an incredible week. Stay safe out there. Stay sharp. It's a new time that we're living in. Anything else, sir?
Stay all in Bitcoin.
Awesome. Praise and out.